Hey guys, it's Tarot and Beyond. In today's Pick a Card reading, we are looking at Easter blessings that are coming in for you. So happy Easter to everyone. We have the three options as usual. So group number 1 is the pink egg with the white bunnies. Group number 2 is the turquoise egg, and group number 3 is the golden egg. Select the egg or multiple eggs that you feel called to. You might have lots of little presents from the Easter bunny, and use the timestamps in the description box or the chapters below to jump ahead to your chosen reading or readings. These are general readings, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. We'll see you there. All right, hi group number 1. Welcome to your reading. You chose the pink egg with the white bunnies on it. Perfect for Easter, bunnies, eggs, this is representation of abundance and fertility and new things to come, being born in the new year. Essentially, this is like spring is the solar new year. It's the beginning of the buds coming into life. Everything is being reborn. So let's get some information for you on these blessings that are coming in for you in the Easter season. We're using, of course, the fluffy bunny, I think this is actually called the chubby bunny tarot deck. I just love it. Okay, so strong start with the 10 of Swords. I feel like one of the Easter blessings you're getting, group 1, is going to be that you are not feeling so stressed out. I'm also getting the word overwhelm. Okay, so if you've been overwhelmed recently, Easter, for some reason, energetically is bringing in an opportunity for you to release that. They said, I'm hearing release the past. Okay, so release the past and being able to move on from something that was draining. I'm getting the feeling of exhaustion, and again, I'm feeling overwhelmed and hearing the word overwhelm. So if you were stressed and that was overwhelming your nervous system, or if you were physically inundated with too many things to do, I keep hearing the word stress. So this is something that's going to be alleviated. They said, don't stress yourself out. Spirit's speaking loud and clear. Do not stress yourself out. 6 of Swords reversed. You are needing to move on from a stressful situation, okay? This is the blessing. I'm also hearing blessing in disguise. So this stressful or overwhelming situation may be a blessing in disguise for you to be able to move on. It's like it's showing you how to do that. I'm also getting the word test. So this may be a test for you. Are you able to release? Are you, okay, they're saying having faith. Can you have faith and trust that it's safe for you to release the past? They also just said timeline. All right, so this may be about releasing a timeline where you continually experience stress and overwhelm and moving into more peaceful waters. But they're telling me it's a blessing in disguise for you. So this test is not meant to challenge you or keep you stuck. It's not meant to prolong your suffering. It's meant to help you to alleviate this suffering and pain, and so that you can move on and be safe in this new timeline. Yep, more confirmation, 9 of Swords reversed. Like, this is the end of that stress. This is literally the card of stress, and they were giving me that energy of stress and telling me the word stress. I hear spirit clairaudiently. I feel spirit, and the message is clairsentiently. You guys, if you're not new to the channel, you know this. If you are new to the channel, welcome. What's up? I'm Siobhan. I'm a psychic, and I feel and know and get all of these messages in the readings. And this is just like, bam, confirmation of what they were saying from the very beginning here, is that you are moving out of stress. You are getting out of a stressful situation. I'm seeing you being able to rest at night. So for some of you, there was chaotic energy in your environment, and you're now able to sleep better. And that helps your nervous system regulate, and that helps you think more clearly, right? Because the 9 of Swords is also about not being able to think clearly. Literally all of these cards are swords. So this is to do with the mind, and you were overwhelmed in your mind is what they're showing me. And like, I almost wanted to say, girl, I can relate. If you're a guy, just, flip and reverse it. But I had this like impulse to say, girl, I can relate. Having a neurodivergent brain myself, I get a lot of overwhelm and stuff like that. So I totally get it. But this is your season to get out of it. Okay. So this is the time to move on and leave that timeline behind. They're also showing me the carrots on the blanket. You're going to get the carrot. Like, if you've been chasing something and you've been stressed out or worried if you were going to get it, you're going to get the carrot. Group number 1, you're going to get the carrot. I just feel that so strongly. King of Pentacles reversed, this is Queen. Queen of Pentacles reversed. Maybe you've been concerned about money. That can certainly lead to a lot of stress and overwhelm, financial security, or some kind of physical security. Yeah, I'm seeing somebody stressing and worrying about how you're going to pay the bills or how much income is coming out. Okay, I'm trying to say income coming in and they're saying going out. So yeah, how much is going out versus how much is coming in. And like I said, I feel like you're going to get the carrot. They're giving me that message of blessing in disguise again. So not having enough and feeling stressed or worried about it, they're telling me it was a test of faith. All right, so this was a test of faith to see if you could maintain your course despite the worry and maybe even like the physical lack, because the Queen of Pentacles is a very physical energy. It's very earth-based. It's 3D. It's tangible. You can touch it. You can feel it. You can interact with it. And so her in reverse is like something has not been there. You have not had the resources. You have not had the money. You have not had the physical things that you needed. So of course that's going to result in stress. That's just natural, right? Like that's completely understandable, but they're showing me that this has been a test and that you're meant to, through faith, be able to move on from this and align to this higher timeline. Oh, yeah. Talk about a higher timeline, the Empress. So this has been a lesson in you being able to create abundance for yourself, not just to chase and get the carrot, but to be the farmer who literally grows the carrots. And then you reap that harvest, because that's what they're literally showing me that clairvoyantly right now. It's like an entire field of carrots and you're the farmer and you're there with all of this crop. In this card, it's wheat. The Empress is about being able to create physical abundance. I'm also just getting the word luxury, and that doesn't have to mean like a lot of money so that you live a luxurious life. It can just mean that you feel secure enough to be able to slow down and enjoy the little luxuries of life. You know, it's really easy to kind of convince ourselves that we need all of these extra things. But when you're deprived of stuff, little things become a luxury. I'll give you an example. I used to buy a lot of like really, really nice, expensive groceries. And I've been going through some like hard times recently and not been able to afford to do that. And it's like, wow, I didn't even realize that was a luxury. And now I have to buy like no-name brand stuff because I've been put through this test. So again, I'm like, girl, I get it, you know, because it's tough and it's very stressful. And I'm seeing that, again, this has been a test of faith, a blessing in disguise to help you to cultivate this for yourself so that you're not reliant on anything outside of you to meet that need or to create that security. It's like you know how to do this from the inside out. You have the seeds, you know how to till the fields, you know how to plant and cultivate growth and to harvest, so you can replicate that over and over and over again. The Empress is infinite abundance. And there's something about what's going on around Easter that you are really having a solid identity with this energy of abundance. So getting out of like a lack mindset or fear mindsets. I just heard, don't let the devil distort your mind. Group number 1. Don't let the devil distort your mind. And the devil will use fear tactics, your own negative thoughts against you to try and like trip you up on this path of faith that you are meant to be walking towards your abundance. And abundance means many different things for many different people. It's not always about money. It's, do you feel like you have what you need and then some? If the answer is no in any arena of your life, then this is where the stress may be coming from, and you're going to counteract that with faith, perseverance, and perpetual growth. They're showing me the green trees, evergreen trees. They don't go out of season. They stay that way. They're abundant. And when we're talking about evergreen stuff in like content creation, anything that's evergreen is something that you create once and then it creates continual flow of prosperity. Sometimes it's like, what's it called? I'm hearing line of profit, but that's not the word I was looking for. I was going to say like it creates residual income. It just brings in money without you needing to constantly put in the physical effort. It's like it's perennial. It will just kind of like keep doing that on its own. You know what I mean? I do feel these 2 cards. Page of Swords. Pay attention to your ideas. Okay, so you might have some kind of a feels like an inspiration, but you might be a little bit cautious about it. I'm getting that energy, and they're telling me switch up your thoughts. Okay, so like there's a change in the wind in your mind. And Spirit is giving you these ideas or these new ways of thinking about your situation to shift you out of that timeline. This is also giving me timeline shifting energy. They're showing me the birds migrating. And it's like you're moving from winter to summer, like the birds migrating to different locations based on what they need and the climate or the temperature. So you might be migrating mentally to a space that is more abundant and fertile for you. Six of Pentacles. I think that giving is going to be part of this, or asking for what you need may be part of this as well, especially if it's been like financial hardship. Sometimes being able to be humble enough to ask for what we need or to communicate our situation can be helpful. Like, don't hide the suffering that you're in right now, because there may be a helping hand out there that is willing to support you. Group number 1, I'm feeling that very strongly. Like, there's people who have the resources that would be glad to share with you, because it would make them happy to give and it would make you happy for you to receive. So it's like people want your happiness. And if they can make that happen, I'm seeing that I'm hearing you're not a burden. Okay. So for some of you, if this has been like a big financial crisis and you're feeling like you don't want to be a burden on people, you don't want to ask for what you need, and they're showing me like bare essentials and bare necessities. Like, if you are ashamed to ask for the bare necessities, there's something wrong there mentally, okay? Because you should not be ashamed to ask for the bare necessities of what you need. Every human deserves to have the bare essentials to survive. And in my opinion, even more than that. Like, we deserve so much more than that, but like every human deserves to have basic needs met. Shelter, food, warmth, comfort, love. I think love is also an essential need. So allow yourself to receive that in one way, shape, or form, group number 1. And when you have the resources to give, you will be in that position to share as well. So you'll be able to become that person. Or maybe you are going to be that person for somebody around Easter. If we're flipping this script and saying that you are in this Empress abundant energy right now, then give to someone who's in this stress. Give to someone who is in this position of lack. You could significantly change their life and yours in return, because as you give, so shall you receive. Spirit has taught me that so many times, again and again and again. Like, when I don't have a lot and I start to get into lack mindset, they tell me, donate to someone. They actually had me do that yesterday, and I don't have a lot of money right now. And I felt that nudge to donate to a fellow creator here on YouTube. I think her name is Arcana K. She does money readings. I actually highly recommend going and checking her out. Spirit led me to that channel. I'll find her channel and link it in the description below. But I felt prompted to donate just a little bit that, I had, because I know that the energy gets amplified. And so as I give to her and it feels abundant for me to do so, I'm going to receive that. She's going to feel good. It's like we amplify the good energy, and money is just energy. It's just energy. So if we come from that place of stress and worry and lack, we're going to sit in that energy and we're going to like stamp our feet into that timeline. And that's not what the universe wants for you, group number 1. That's not what God wants for you. That's not what I want for you. I want you to feel abundant. I want you to feel taken care of. I want you to feel like you have the support that you need. And if this reading can be a part of that, then thank you, God, for having me sit down and do this reading, because I want to support you guys in any way that I can, because I know what it feels like to struggle. So you're going to get what you need, okay? It's going to balance out. 2 of Cups. This may come from somebody who's very loving and supportive. Pay attention to your friends, family. I just got benefactor. The word benefactor just came through. So somebody may be out there who really loves and wants to support you in this very mutual, reciprocal relationship. I'm also getting the word authentic, okay? So this person is authentic and can be trusted. They have good intentions. They want to help you on some level. So if somebody offers you support, either financially, emotionally, or mentally, receive it, okay? That's another thing about these 2 energies of the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. They're divine feminine energy. And it's earth realm divine feminine. So this is about learning to receive physical support. Yes, learning to receive and being open to receive physical support, especially if you're struggling. Because Lord knows you need it. Temperance, this needs to balance out. I was seeing those scales here right? The scales in the Six of Pentacles, it's like there's always needing to be energetic balance. And the Temperance card shows me that the balance of the universe is coming into effect, okay? And around Easter, this may be visible to you. That's what I just heard. Visible. It will become physically visible in your life. Now, the other message that I'm getting with Temperance is that of healing. So the mind balancing out, especially if like mental overwhelm has been an issue in creating finances, because that's what it was for me. I hit burnout over and over and over again. Like doing the work that I do, it's energetically exhausting. And because I have neurodivergence, it really just like added gasoline to the fire. So I wasn't able to take on as many clients. I wasn't able to bring in that income to sustain myself. So I feel like the reason I'm mentioning this is not to make the reading about me. It's because if you are resonating with this, you could be in a similar situation. Or maybe that's something you've experienced in the past, group number 1. But I'm seeing healing here. I'm seeing rejuvenation. I'm seeing things coming full circle in some way. And you getting what you need. The grass is green and it's growing, and you have found or have created a balance. I feel patience energy from this as well. Like Spirit has been saying this whole reading, this has been a test of faith. So you have been challenged to have patience in the mind. You know what's, okay, another message coming through real hot and heavy here. This thing on his head, I mean, it's reminding me of 2 things. Number 1 is like the doctor things that they used to have, you know, back in the day, like, I don't know, do you know what I'm talking about? Like that little doctor headband that they would wear. I don't even know what that was, but it's reminding me of that. And so there may be, like, maybe you're seeing somebody about your mental health or your physical health. This could be physical health too. And they're able to give to you the information, the resources, or the healing that you need to be able to get things back on track. And the other thing that this reminded me of was the symbol of the sun. You know, it's like the circle with the dot inside. That's the alchemical symbol for sun. And I'm seeing the sun rising behind the rabbit's head in the Temperance card. So I feel like the sun is rising on a new day, and there's healing in that too. Because the sun card in the tarot is about healing, joy, freedom, and abundance as well too. But I'm seeing a lot to do with like healing here, healing the mind. Yeah, that's very important. So you're going to be experiencing some kind of I just heard miraculous. Okay, Spirit. Yeah, miraculous healing around Easter time. 9 of Pentacles, miraculous healing in your financial situation, group number 1. You're going from the Queen of Pentacles reverse to the 9 of Pentacles. This is like you are able to sustain yourself. I'm also hearing the word create. You're able to create your abundance. You're able to cultivate and harvest it. It has been a slow process. We were getting patience energy with Temperance. Look in the snail here. You see that little snail? Just slowly making its way. And snails are sticky. So I feel like you were kind of stuck, or it was like a sticky timeline that you were in terms of this mental issue or the thoughts around how you were going to make this possible for yourself, or how you were going to make things work. But I'm seeing this turnaround happening. They're giving me the word benefactor again, and they're showing me the grapes, and they're showing me clairvoyantly somebody feeding you grapes. Okay, so this could be somebody who loves you and wants to dote on you or take care of you. I was getting that doctor energy, so it's like being cared for, being nurtured, being provided for in a way that you need. And let me also say, deserve, group number 1. If you were energetically magnetized to this group, there's a reason that you needed to hear these messages. Whether or not this is your exact situation, you needed to hear these messages that you are worthy, that you have been patient, that you have been tested, and that this will result in your abundance and physical financial security. Okay? Let's get some more messages here, and then we'll get into some synchronicities oracle cards. Knight of Swords. I'm hearing determination, and the word ferocity is also coming through. Determination and ferocity. So like fierce determination not to give up is what is needing to be cultivated here. Do not give up no matter what your circumstances look like. This is like having a healthy dose of optimistic delusion, okay? This is intentional delusion. I've talked about this a few times on the channel, but if you're new here, intentional delusion is essentially a manifestation technique where you're aware that your physical reality does not reflect that which you are desiring, and you're also accountable and responsible to what does not work, but you're able to cultivate the direction and the focus of where you are going to be moving into, quantum leaping into a different timeline, let's say, for example, because you are holding that frequency in your mind. So you're accountable to where you are, your understanding of the steps and physical actions you need to take, but you're also aware that this other timeline exists and you are aligning to it through holding of that faith, hope, belief, intention, visualization, being in that energy of abundance, no matter how little you have, and being able to maintain that as consistently as possible. They're giving me 51%. So 51% of the time is all you need to do. You don't have to be in that high vibration 90 or 100% of the time. Okay. So like take the pressure and the stress off yourself. 51% is enough. All right. 51% and you get there. It's just a matter of time. 4 of Pentacles, you'll be able to save group number 1. You'll have, guess what? Like you'll have more than enough. You'll be able to save it. What a thought. And what a thing, like you have so much, you'll be able to save it. Finances are going to balance out. I'm getting gift energy. Somebody wants to gift you something. All right. Receive it with open arms. I just heard. And I'm hearing sandcastles in the sand. Which is actually a reference to How I Met Your Mother. And it's like Robin Sparkles. She does that follow-up song to At the Mall. Sandcastles in the sand. There's 2 things I'm getting from that. If you felt like trying to build your physical security was like building sandcastles and the tide would just come in and take it away, Spirit is wanting you to know that was also for a reason. You were learning things from that. You were learning how to perfect building those sandcastles. And now it's like you're going to learn either how to build it out of concrete, or someone's going to come in and give you the concrete or like something to temper this mixture, right? It's like the secret ingredient that you need to be able to turn these sandcastles into actual castles that will not be blown down by that water or the rising tide or the shifts and changes in the energy. It balances out. It balances out. It balances out. I'm just like, I feel that so strongly. So let's get these up and off the table. We're already at 22 minutes. This is going to be a bit of a longer reading. Wasn't expecting that, but hey, Spirit brings through the messages in whatever timing is relevant. So we're going to get some cards here from my new deck, which is in preprint. I'm doing it all by myself, self-publishing the Synchronicities Oracle. This was channeled from Spirit. They really, really put me to task here on getting this deck together for you guys. So if you feel called to it, if you intuitively feel that nudge, the pre-order is in the description box below. Peace sign. This was actually one of the first signs that Spirit ever gave to me to show me that they were there. I asked, Spirit, if you are there, show me a peace sign. And I think within about 30 seconds, I saw a peace sign on a show that I was watching. The person that came on screen had a peace sign necklace. And I was like, okay, this is legit. This was before I was, really fully clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairaudient. So I have full trust in Spirit. I have full faith in anything that they guide me to. And even when I'm in hardship, which has been the case for me the past year of building this channel, and it's like full faith, full trust, full surrender. I know that there's a reason for everything. And I'm getting that message for you too, group number 1. You need to know that there's a reason for all of this, and you will achieve peace and harmony at the end of this path, which may be culminating around Easter time or going into April. Golden thumbs up. You have the golden thumbs up. This is a A+ from Spirit saying, hey, you've been doing a really good job here in this test of faith, and you're going to see the outcome of that. And I'm also seeing the golden hand. It's like the Midas touch. Okay. So what you thought was these sandcastles in the sand kept getting bowled over, taken away, everything, all your hard work going to nothing. Now you're going to start to see the golden touch come up here. You're going to have that Midas touch where anything you touch turns to gold. And that's the Empress energy. That's the Empress energy. Did I not mention the sun? I was seeing that symbol of the sun. It's a new day dawning, I just heard. Yeah, it's a new day dawning for you, group number 1. I'm getting passionate about this. I feel it for you. I want what's best for you, and you've got it here. So there's going to be the sun shining on your life is what I just heard. Healing, growth, prosperity, like the source of life comes from the sun, and you're getting that back. This is also mental clarity I'm seeing and hearing. Yeah, they're showing me that your mind is going to be clearing up. So if you've had like some mental illness or stuff going on in the mind, that's going to be healing as well. And again, I can relate. Diagnosed ADHD, PTSD, anxiety, depression, like you name it. I had brain scans and the whole nine. It's like, it's there. So there's healing from that. And I'm getting the word miraculous again. So miraculous healing. Don't underestimate the power of the divine. Don't underestimate the power of quantum shifting into new timelines. You might think it can't you might think it can't happen overnight. And the word happen came out of my mouth as hope. And when I'm channeling, that's what happens. So you got to remain hopeful. Be in that energy of hope, because that is what shifts you to that timeline. So don't deny what you've experienced, but don't allow that to be your truth. You have the galaxy meditating man, and he's in reverse, okay? So you need to calm your mind, group number 1. Meditate on it, they said. Meditate on it. And I can speak from experience here in regard to meditating with a cluttered mind. It is painful sometimes to sit with the mind when it's a scary place, negative thoughts, and especially being highly psychic and clairvoyant. Like I have seen some shit. Like sometimes I don't want to meditate because I'm faced with like the darkest parts of the mind or the astral realm, and it can feel overwhelming. And I'm getting that like from that 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords energy, right? Like you might not want to sit down and just be still with your mind because there's a shitstorm going on up there. But they're saying it's going to help, okay? Spirit is prescribing. They're showing me the Doctor and the Temperance card again. Spirit is prescribing that you sit down and sit with your thoughts. You don't have to do it for an hour. Just give yourself a minute or two. Maybe even pause the video right now, group number 1. Like, let's do it together. Sometimes body doubling helps, right? Like, I know that for me, getting stuff done is hard. And so sometimes working with someone else, doing it together is helpful. So let's do it together right now. We'll just let's do it for just a couple of seconds, okay? Real easy. We'll just do it for a couple of seconds. We're just going to sit and let our minds be open. Just kind of let yourself sink into the mind. Don't resist anything that comes up. Just observe it. Just be with your thoughts for a second. No judgments. Just watch what's there. Be the observer. Looking into the window of the mind. What's there? I'm curious. If you feel comfortable sharing, let me know in the comments below. I'm seeing a lot of purple. Purple is the third eye center and the crown. So yeah, this is the mental realm that we're talking about here. And the higher mental realm can be activated through focusing on it. Anything you focus on grows. So focus on what you want to expand, that truth that you're seeking there in the mind. But yeah, just observe what's there. I'm seeing a sword. Yeah, you had a lot of swords in your reading. Sword is about truth and clarity. And I'm seeing somebody taking that sword and holding it up triumphantly. Almost looks like Excalibur, it's like the sword in the stone. Nobody else could pull this sword out of the stone, and maybe you couldn't even do it before, but all of a sudden something shifts and changes. You get on this higher timeline, you grab the hilt of that sword and you pull it out. And you hold it up. And the shimmering light of the sun hits the blade and reflects, and you see your path clearly. And you walk it. That's your sword now. You earned it. Now you're ready to be king. You're ready to be queen. You're ready to be the empress, the emperor. Sometimes I love meditating because my mind is so creative. so I get to see all these things and receive these messages. It's cool, I like that. You have the cave. Hermit energy. Come out of the cave, group number 1. Come into the sunlight. You're going to see a brand new day. Brand new day. And isn't that what Easter's about? I can't remember. It's been so long since I was in Catholic school. I don't remember. But isn't Easter about like resurrection or like the rebirth of Christ. Christ is solar, Christed energy, Christ consciousness is reborn within the self. So I'm seeing that happening here, reborn, rebirth. You've got the quill, ink and quill. I'm hearing cut out the unnecessary noise. And I'm also seeing write or script what you want. So like make it practical, make it physical. Write down something that you desire to manifest. The knowledge you seek, write it down. Write it down. And they're also telling me meditation is going to be helpful because you can channel some knowledge that you seek from within. Spirit's going to give you ideas in the mind. They keep telling me that. So pay attention to your thoughts because not all thoughts are your own. The mind is like a receiver and a transmitter. So you can create thoughts, but you can also receive them. The knot. Untie your mind, they said. Yep. Mental clarity. They're playing Bob Marley in my head right now. What song is that? The one line mental slavery is what they just really highlighted for me. I don't know what song that is. Is that Exodus? No, that's Resurrection song. I can't remember. I love Bob Marley. I just can't remember. But mental slavery, you were in this mental slavery and you're it's time to get out of it. It's time to resurrect. Yeah. Untie the knot. Book, knowledge. Again, knowledge is important here. You're going to receive knowledge through inspiration when you're open mentally to receive these higher frequencies of thought. Guidance from your spirit guides, because that was, again, the first connection I ever had with spirit. Guidance, they're telling me a lot to do with guidance. You have the burning house. Yeah, okay. Burning house in the cave, get out of the house, get in the sun. You're going to get some kind of a download from the sun. It's going to help to unlock this knowledge. It's going to give you that golden touch. And you have the tower, which is about building that solid foundation in my synchronicities deck. So this is like taking those sandcastles and turning them into an actual tower. Yeah. I just saw 3222 on the recording time. So yeah, choose stability, balance, and then the master builder number as well. So you're building something. Get out of the house, get out of your comfort zone, get out of your own head, and like be open to these thoughts, but then do things differently is kind of what I'm seeing here. Okay. Now we're going to get a few from the unicorn deck. They called me to this one as well. Grandparent. You have a special bond with a grandparent that can never be broken. This may be one of the people who is in that Six of Pentacles energy where they have some resources to give you and they want to give them to you, or you may be inheriting something or something like that. Like I know that my grandma, my yaya has been such a huge support for me. Like she's like, just for groceries, I'll give you money for groceries. And I'm like, thank you, yaya. And then I can have some food in my fridge. So it's like, I feel loved and supported. I feel nurtured by her. You know, she's like, my mom passed a couple years ago. So my yaya is like my mom now. And it's like, it's such a heart healing thing for me. It almost makes me want to cry. Let's keep going. Laughter. Let's not cry. Let's laugh. Let's raise the vibration. You need a good laugh. Group number 1. You need a good laugh. And I love that when my yaya calls me and we just laugh together. Oh, it's so healing. So I'm seeing you may have a very special bond with a grandparent. This may be someone who's in the spirit realm as well, if they're not physically here anymore. That could be that Queen of Pentacles reversed. Yeah. Getting Capricorn, Virgo, randomly Aquarius as well. I was going to say Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, but Aquarius just kind of like butted in there a little bit. So that could be, somebody could be having an Aquarius grandparent. But laughter is going to raise your vibration. Family culture, super important here. Learn more about your family's stories and history. I love to hear all of these stories about how my yaya worked at like an ice cream cone factory when she first immigrated to Canada, and how she was making ends meet so my papu could go to school, and then he became, really successful in that and was able to start a life here, so something about your family culture is going to be really important in bringing back this inspiration for what you're able to do. Something about like your parents' adversity or your grandparents' adversity. It's like you're able to see things from this higher perspective, and the bigger picture allows you to have more of an optimistic perspective of what you're dealing with, perhaps. Talk about your feelings. Tell a friend how you feel. We were getting that Two of Cups energy as well. So it's like, talk to people about what you're going through, group number 1. Don't hold it in. Don't hold it back. Let yourself open up, because that's where these familial bonds and these connections are going to help you to overcome the hardships you've been facing mentally, emotionally, or financially, or all of the above. Believe in yourself, see yourself doing well, and you will. This is something my mom taught me young. She taught me this really early on. Thank God for that. She said, if you believe you can, you can. If you believe you can't, you can't. And I used to get so pissed off at her when she would say that, because I was like, well, then I believe I can't. And she's like, well, then you can't. And I'd be like, so angry. But she was right. And I had to choose to believe for myself that I could do it. And this is kind of what we were talking about before in regard to intentional delusion, like intentional optimism is a better way of putting it. Intentional optimism, to be able to create this self-belief that is unshakable. And then as a result, you manifest it, because as you hold that frequency for 51% of the time for long enough, it cannot help but manifest. It's just a matter of time. But you do need some kind of family support, emotionally or financially, to really make this dream come about. Okay, let's get some blooming cards, because I feel like these are so important. Sunflower. Practice courage each day. The sunflower, again, we have sun, solar energy being so important here. And the sun card in the tower, the sun card in the tarot has sunflowers in it. But the word tower came out. You had the tower card. It's like you're building something solid. But they're also showing me the tower card in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot. And it's like, that's about upheaval and things not having worked out for you, or unexpected losses. And I'm also hearing unexpected gains. It's like if you have had these unexpected losses over and over and over again, and that has caused you a significant amount of stress, the sunflower is telling you there's growth happening here. And I just heard, though you see it not. Okay, so there's growth happening here, though you see it not. And the more you practice this courage every single day, maybe it's the courage to face your own thoughts. Maybe it's the courage to persevere through doubt and fear. Maybe it's the courage to not give up. And maybe it's the courage to ask for help. God knows that's hard to do, isn't it? I'm one of those like hyper independent people. So it's hard to ask for help. But maybe that's something that the courage is asking you to. The past is over. Let your true self step forward. That's what I mean. That's what I was getting from the very beginning, group number 1. The past is over. The stress is melting away. I'm seeing it clairvoyantly, like literally like wax melting. It's melting away. And this new flame that you have, maybe it's a person, because we did have that Two of Cups, but this like passion within you is ignited, and you're able to step into your true self and to really see that manifest physically. I just keep getting like, you're going to be successful. You are divinely loved and protected with grace. Again, I'm getting grandmother or grandfather energy. Like you have spirit guides, you have family, you have ancestors, physically or non-physically, that are protecting you with this grace of the divine. Like, yes, you have the support. And that may be coming through people too, right? Like people in that Six of Pentacles energy who have more than enough and they want to give to you because they love you and they don't want you to suffer. It's like that could be a form of physical grace. It's like God is working through these other people's hands, and they just gave me the word pocketbooks. God works through other people's pocketbooks in some cases. And so it's like what the example I was giving you earlier about being divinely inspired to donate to someone. When I do that, it makes me feel more abundant, because I'm like, I feel good that that person's getting their needs met, and I feel good that I'm making this statement to myself that I have enough, because I wouldn't be giving if I didn't have enough. So lilac, the future is sometimes lost in the wanderings of yesterday. The past is over. Okay, get out of the past. Okay, group number 1, get out of the past. The past is over. Step out of it. Get out of your head around the past, especially if that has been like, you've been repeating these cycles of thought of, yeah, but this is what I've been through and I've lost so much, or I've tried it and it's failed, or I did this and it didn't work. That was the past. The future is something completely different, and they're giving me timeline energy again, okay? So you're quantum shifting your timeline here, and that past is no longer relevant on the new timeline. You will still have the memory of it, but it will no longer energetically influence the future. Because when you shift timelines, okay, let me get these cards out because I feel them. But I'm getting real passionate about this, getting real hyped up. Group number 1, when you are on this timeline, let's say, okay, you're at this level, and the past in terms of your present on that timeline trajectory is palpable. It's like physically evident, and it will influence the future. But if you shift timelines and you go up here, you kind of like break away from that past, okay? So your present, you will still remember that past, but it's no longer energetically congruent to the timeline that you're currently on or that you've shifted to. And so the future will not be impacted by that past, all right? So get out of the past. Sorry, just getting real passionate. Always remain true to your intentions. Again, I'm seeing set the intention. You will see it manifest. Trust in your power. Trust in the power of the divine. God works in mysterious ways is what they just said. God works in mysterious ways, okay? So you don't have to understand it. Just set the intention. Let go of the past. Have courage. Know that you're divinely loved, protected with this grace, and allow yourself to wander into the future. Even if you don't see the path, there's a reason that you're moving in a direction. Stand still for now and listen to your life. That's kind of like that meditate energy. It's almost like the stillness helps you to shift the timeline. So get into this vibrational frequency of being open. And it's like from there, you're gonna rise. Lysianthus, gratitude and grace always looks lovely on you. So you have grace, the word grace coming out twice. Gratitude obviously is a wonderful manifestation tool. If you can be in the energy of gratitude for what you have now, then it will manifest more of that. Like sometimes I'll just look around my house and go like, wow, I created this for myself. This is my sanctuary. This is my safe haven. I have some food in my fridge. Like I don't have a lot, but I have some, and that's enough, right? I'm not going to starve. I'm not going to go hungry. That's something. And it's like that gratitude for just having the essentials is like, it's so powerful, you guys. It's so powerful. Okay, one more thing, and then we'll close out the reading. We're going to get some charms. So for group number 1, what else do they need to know about these Easter blessings, Spirit, for their greatest and highest good? Thank you. Whoops, we got one of my hairs on there. I shed like crazy. Okay, so you have the white rose, and I'm seeing purification. I'm seeing abundance. I'm seeing your needs being met. I'm hearing the word grace again. So grace is important here. Actually, let me zoom you in just a little bit more so you can really see those clearly. You have the whale. All right. So the whale here is like something big. I just heard you're going to have a whale of a time. Okay. So there's some kind of a blessing that's coming in. Oh, look, you have the bunny too. And you guys chose the egg with the bunny on it. So the bunny can talk about fertility and abundance, and especially the white bunny. And if you guys are not new to the channel, you guys know the bunny, the white rabbit, is also my special synchronicity symbol for breaking free from the matrix. So getting out of the matrix, or like discovering something about the way that the mind and reality works. It's like mind bending or reality bending, and being able to kind of like move with it or create out of it through your will and intention. It's like Neo in the Matrix, you know? So you're able to get the pearl. Look, you've got that pearl there of wealth, abundance, prosperity, feeling really good about what you can create. And you have the balloons. I'm getting, celebration for what you've been able to accomplish here. I'm also seeing them rising. They're showing me clairvoyantly balloons rising into the sky. So it's like there's this upliftment. Again, frequency is rising. You're shifting timelines, getting out of the matrix of the distorted timeline that you were in that was keeping you stuck. And you're going to have a great time in this new timeline. You have the black and white bee, and it's got a crown, does it? Yeah, it does. It does. It has a crown on its head. So queen bee, Queen Bee. It's giving me Empress energy and Queen of Pentacles again. So yeah, it's like you're able to, I'm getting the word harvest. They're showing me honey in the honeycomb. Is this another rabbit? It is. And you've got the carrot. Did I not say that earlier in the reading? You're going to get the carrot, group number 1. You're going to get the carrot. You have another whale. Spirit's really speaking loud and clear here. You're going to have a whale of a time. You're going to love it. There's big things about to pop off for you, okay? So don't give up hope. Look, it's like stuck to my finger. It's that sticky energy again. So like let go of the stickiness of that old timeline and you're going to see things really blowing up. I'm also seeing them, they're showing me clairvoyantly a whale spouting out the old water. Yeah, so if you've swallowed something mentally, like let's say you've taken in or internalized a thought, spit it out. Spit it out, get it out of you, cleanse it out of you. I think meditation could be helpful with that, or some kind of mental or emotional release, because it's like you got to spout that, you've got to get it out. Spouting can also be about like coming up for air. That's what they do, right? They come up for air. So if you've been like deep or drowning in that old timeline or that past experience, because I want to, even if you're in it now, like let's use words intentionally here and say that was the past timeline, then you are coming up for air and into this higher frequency, and you're going to see the good things come from that. You're going to have your needs met. You have this tree with the like bubbles or baubles on it. Abundance, you're going to get the carrot, you're going to see growth. The tree also reminds me of family tree. Yes, and we did have family culture being important here. So look to family support networks for financial support is what they're saying. But I'm also seeing like your ancestors. Yeah, because there's, not just biological family. They just gave me a message of soul family. Your soul family wants to support you. So it's like, they're showing me your ancestors energetically and a lot of the soul family that are incarnated here as well. So like soulmates of all forms and descriptions, romantic, platonic, all the things. There's people in your tree of origin that want to support you and that are going to be there for you. You also have the cherries. So yeah, the cherries makes me think of relationships. It's very like 2 of Cups energy because it's 2 cherries on one stem. There's a connection here, a beautiful, sweet connection where somebody's going to give to you the things that you need, whether it's a listening ear, a shoulder to cry on, a couple of bucks that you need like really badly to do something. Somebody's got your back here, group number 1, big time. They've got your back. You have what is this? Starfish. I don't know why I just blanked on the name. Starfish. Starfish. They're showing me Patrick Star coming out from underneath his rock. And you did have the cave card from the Synchronicities Oracle. So you might want to, again, come out of your shell or come out from hiding or come out into the world, talk to people, connect with people. That's important here. You have the cat and the butterfly, springtime energy giving me that there. So I feel like you're going to be playful. I just heard the word playful. Okay. More opportunities for play. And they're showing me the laughter card that we had earlier. So be more playful because it raises your vibration. Yes, friendship they're showing me as well. So hang out with friends, come out of your shell. If you're like me and you tend to be more of a hermit and you kind of like hide away from the world, go out, hang out with your friends, talk to people, talk to family, connect with your soul family members, really just like have a good time because it raises you up. Very important, very important. Green moon. I'm seeing that this could actually be a correlation of a synchronicity to another reading that you may have watched recently. If you watched a green moon reading where this came up, that's confirmation of what the message you received there. I'm just being called to tell somebody that here in the reading. But the green moon can also talk about harvest season. So there's something that was unseen that you're going to be harvesting or it's unexpected. You have the best side of the best friends rainbow. This is what I'm saying. That 2 of Cups energy is like soulmate, best friend vibe, so you are simpatico. I just heard simpatico with someone else. They are a soul family member that may be an actual best friend. And this person could be really, really wanting to support you right now. Group number 1, don't say no to that. don't hold anything back, really open up, because this is going to help you connect, and it's going to help get you to the other side of the rainbow. It's like it'll complete the arc, and it'll go, it's what's on the other side of the rainbow, the pot of gold, right? So it's like this best friend helps to bridge the gap, is what they're telling me, and get you to that pot of gold. Oh, actually, I want to talk about this one first. You have the lotus flower. So you're going to be flowering, opening up, elevating. The flower, the lotus flower specifically always reminds me of the crown chakra. So you are elevating your consciousness, and by doing so, raising your frequency and quantum shifting into this new timeline. The star here is hope. I just got a pitch change in my left ear. So first of all, that's confirmation. Second of all, the left ear, if you're hearing high frequency pitch changes in the left ear, it can indicate that something that you have learned is now going to be manifested or expressed at the physical level. The right ear, for me anyway, what Spirit has taught me is that it tends to be more of like a download that is incoming for the first time. So you're like learning something or you're integrating something. And then when it's starts to jump over or arc over into the left ear, again, we've got arc energy like rainbow, then you start to see it manifest physically. Now the star, as I was saying, reminds me of the star card in the tarot, which is actually, and I almost said tower again, the star card actually does come sequentially after the tower card, and it's new hope for a future that is free from debt and stress and worry and overwhelm and burnout and pain. I heard chronic pain. Okay, so for some of you, some of this mental overwhelm may have come at the hands of chronic pain, illness, or disease. I'm seeing healing. I'm seeing cultivation of habits and practices that are very high vibrational, that get you into this ideal timeline. I'm seeing you shifting your subconscious mind, and I'm seeing you getting the reward for that, okay? Stepping into your full confidence, having the courage to go after what you want and believe it, and then create it and receive the support you need, and then really get to share in the abundance that you've manifested, that you've aligned to in your life, okay? So don't give up hope, group number 1, please. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you so much for being here on the channel. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I love you guys so much, and I'm sending you blessings for Easter and beyond. We'll see you in the next reading. Bye. All right. Hi, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the turquoise egg. And actually, I want to mention that when I originally created the cover image for this reading, I chose more of like an aurified, holographic, sort of metallic purpley egg, and Spirit actually said, no, we want the turquoise one instead. And I was like, why? The other one's more pretty. And they were like, there's a reason. So I'm curious to find out why Spirit had me choose specifically that turquoise egg that you guys were drawn to. There could be something about the color turquoise that's important for you. That could be a synchronicity or a symbol that Spirit will or has used to communicate with you. Turquoise reminds me of the high heart chakra. So it's like the throat chakra and the heart mixed together. So green and blue makes turquoise. So there could be something about that as well. And high heart has to do with your mission. So there could be something around this Easter blessing related to your soul purpose, your divine expression. Let's find out. Yeah. Oh my God. Strong start. Ace of Wands. Wow. So this is definitely something to do with your mission, because the Ace of Wands is giving me this vibe of like creative expression. And that's precisely what the high heart can have to do with, especially when it comes from divine inspiration, which is really like what the card represents. Look, you can see this wand being presented from out of a cloud. This is coming straight from the divine. And the Ace of Wands is inspiration. It's like these divinely inspired ideas to put into action, or this like feeling of this push to want to do something. And it almost becomes something that you can't resist. Like anytime that Spirit channels me an idea and I have to do it, it's very insistent. And it's like, sometimes they'll let me sit on it or mull it over for a bit. Other times it's like, no, you need to do this now, like right now. So there's something about that as well. It's like divine purpose, divine inspiration for you. This feels really big, group number 2. 7 of Pentacles. It may be something that you've been working on creating. Yeah, something that you've been working on building or growing. I'm seeing that you're not seeing the growth. He's got his eyes closed. Okay, so something that you put into place, something that you created, or that you were divinely inspired to create or inspired to do. Okay, they just showed me the rake in his hand and they started playing the song Rake It Up in my head. Rake it up. So I feel like you're going to be raking in some kind of flow of prosperity. That's one of the blessings. You're going to rake in the flow of prosperity on something that's been growing that you didn't see. They're showing me somebody with, they showed me somebody with the baton in their hand, and they were like using it as a wand to manifest things into reality. And then they also showed me a drummer with drumsticks. So this could maybe be to do with music, or could be to do, it is to do with manifestation for sure. High priestess, yeah, manifestation from the higher realms, divine purpose. I'm getting that so strongly, but it's again that the high priestess can represent things that are unseen. Like you don't see this happening because there's a veil. See the veil behind her? There's a veil between you and what it is that you are manifesting or calling into your reality. The background behind this bunny almost looks like an egg, like the white around him. I'm seeing like your auric field. Yeah, your auric field has magic in it, group number 2. Like big magic. Temperance card. Again, that aura behind him is really standing out to me. So 2 cards with that same, you picture the image. So it's like your aura is radiating, it's vibrating really high, group number 2. I feel like you're connected to your intuition. They just showed me his foot in the water there. It's like you're very stable and grounded in your intuition, in your body, or your ability to channel information. The high heart chakra activation is very high vibrational. That's why it's usually, it becomes available to us to unlock when we have gotten to a certain level in our spiritual development, and now we're stepping into our purpose, or we start doing the things that we signed up to do or that we're skilled at soul level. So it's like divine expression of your gift. Some of you may be very prophetic or intuitive or psychic, like I was saying. Maybe all of you in this group. And that's why it's like whatever you're manifesting or creating or you're calling into being, you don't see it because it's non-physical. Even though the 7 of Pentacles is a physical card, it's like it's non-physical. Queen of Swords, it's in the mental realm, it's in the mental planes, the psychic realms, they said. Yeah, it's in the psychic realms. Wow, you guys are very psychic in this group. Judgment card. I'm hearing music and I'm getting the word bugle and the horn in his hand. It's just something about like the trumpet blowing, or what's a bugle? Isn't that like a type of horn? And they showed me drums earlier. Something about music here. I don't know if it's literal or symbolism for something. Whoops. Knight of Swords. I heard rushing forward, and yeah, that is what the Knight of Swords, that's literally what he's doing, but I heard rushing forward. And I'm hearing make haste. Okay, so you need to take action on something, group number 2, something that you're going to receive divine inspiration about, or something that you have been divinely inspired to do. Even if you don't know how to implement this, or even if or maybe you've already put this into action and there's something that's been taking a while for you to see the results on. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's been taking a while for you to see the results on this. But it's almost like you're building an entire reality is kind of what it feels like. They're showing me the city line behind him. So it's like you're building an entire new reality. So yeah, of course this is going to take time. But they're saying make haste. So I'm confused. I want to understand. Temperance has to do with patience, and so does the 7 of Pentacles. So, they just said timing was a factor. Timing was important. And there was a slow process to this. A lot of it was happening behind the scenes, but it's like now's go time. Yeah, they're showing me a starting gun, like in a race. Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And they're showing me 2 video games in my mind, Mario Kart and GTX, I think it was called. I can't remember. It was like these are 2 racing games. Yeah. So you're like at the starting line and you get the go, and now it's time to race. It's time to go. Move fast. Make haste, 3 of Swords reversed. I heard psychic defense. Whoa. And it's underneath the High Priestess, so that makes sense. Psychic defense. You have psychic defenses, group number 2. I don't know. I just got like a blank. You know, when I do readings, a lot of the times I get so many messages coming in all at once that I kind of have to like struggle to put them into words and to relay them to you, because they'll show me things so quickly. But I just got like this blank. And I'm still feeling that. So there's something about this. Maybe something was unclear to you, and that was a form of psychic defense. Like you weren't meant to have all the information because that could have influenced the results in some way, in a way that wouldn't serve the outcome. Yeah, I kind of feel like that's what it is. They're also giving me a message about making your mind blank as much as you can. It's kind of like meditation, right? Like removing thoughts from the mind, especially negative thoughts or painful thoughts, but it's not removing them in the sense that you're like, those thoughts are bad and we need to kill them off. No, it's just observing them and letting them sort of like fizzle away until there's nothing left. 4 of Wands. Celebration. Foundations established, I heard. Foundations established. 1111 could be a significant number coding. I'm seeing the 2 4s here as well, 434 or 44. 10 of Swords. Yeah, I'm seeing you conquering something in the psychic realms or in the mental realms, something that was clouding up the mind. Yeah, something that was distorting you, and you have this psychic protection. It may have been negative thought forms that were directed at you. I just got that as well. Or negative thoughts that you were just contending with within yourself. Yeah, Page of Swords. I think they were directed at you, group number 2. I don't want to invoke fear around that, okay? It happens all the time, and we sometimes we don't mean to do it, right? Like people don't necessarily know the power of the mind, and they don't understand that when you think about someone in a negative way, you are literally projecting that thought at them, and it's not good. So we have to be careful and cautious with how we use the mind. Like if I catch myself thinking negative thoughts about someone, I stop and I'm like, hey, that's not the energy that we want to be in. I don't want that for that person. I need to own that within myself and be accountable. And I need to counter that, turn it around and send them love, even if they've done me wrong. Even if I have like justification for being angry. It's like, no. It's all love here. So being intentionally loving with your thoughts, that's also high heart energy too. 2 of Swords. Again, you don't see something. It's veiled. It's been veiled to you. You know what though? I feel like because you're so intuitive, group number 2, that you don't see it, but you feel it. You know what I mean? Like if something feels off, you can sense it. Or if you get this intuitive prompt to do something, you can feel it. Even if you don't really fully see what you're meant to be doing with that. We do have the 6 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck as well. So this could be about like charitable giving, philanthropy, humanitarianism. Yeah, I'm hearing goodwill towards humanity. And that's very high heart as well. It's our divine purpose. It's why we came here. It's to be of service, right? So let's gather these up. We're going to get some synchronicities oracles, some unicorn oracles, some flower blooming oracles, and some charms. We're going to go real in depth with these blessings today. So let's dive in with the Synchronicities Oracle. This is my new deck. It's available for pre-order. I'm self-publishing, so the more pre-orders, the better, because I need to have the resources to be able to order the big printout. You have the phone. Okay, so there's going to be some kind of information you're going to get, especially around the situation where you were not seeing something in its full scope, the lantern. This is clarity that's coming in. You're going to be seeing in the dark. Yeah, because something was veiled, but you're going to get some kind of a download or information or an upgrade or an update or something that's going to make it all make sense. You've got the barrel. Something that was stored up is going to be revealed. I also just heard shipment. You may be getting a shipment in around something that was unexpected. Or maybe it's something that you ordered. Let's see. You have the scales in reverse. I'm hearing unequivocal. What does that mean? Unequivocal. I would have to look up the definition of that word, but it feels like something was kind of bound is the energy that they're giving me. I'm feeling like something was bound. And now it's being released. It could be karmic. Something karmic going on here. So if there was something that was not making sense and you didn't see why something was happening the way that it was, it's like there was a karmic sort of equation playing out here. And I think that there's some kind of an imbalance. Let me ask about that. The champagne in reverse. So you may have had a celebration delayed. I'm getting the phrase put off. It was put off to some degree. And they're bringing me back to the word shipment. Buddha in reverse. Psychic protection. Again, they're saying something about the ability to center yourself is so important here. Group number 2. Like that high priestess energy needs to be respected. And I feel like either you were not respected and you were receiving these incoming telepathic interferences, and it was because of karma, or it was creating karma. I'm seeing you needing to like carve out time to call up the divine and channel something out. Like get the information, look within, go internal is kind of what I'm feeling here, because there's something that you haven't been seeing, but if you tune into it, you'll be able to feel it and you'll get the answer. 3D glasses reversed. Yeah, get out of the 3D realm and get into the higher realms. Get into your high heart chakra. Meditate. Connect and call. They said call the divine. Yeah, call the divine. You're going to get an answer. You're going to feel it. You're going to see it. You're going to get some kind of information you need to clear away whatever this block is. Yeah, the angels, your spirit guides are going to help you out with this. The ascended masters, they said specifically, especially Buddha. But yeah, the ascended masters have got your back. They're trying to help you to get this situation to come about, to clear whatever karmic influence was going on behind the scenes that you were not seeing. And it's going to balance out. Yeah, the Malabeads, prayer, meditation, connecting to the divine. You know, prayer is kind of like the intention setting. Being able to ask, or it's like they're showing me the two sides of the telephone. So prayer is like the talking part of the phone, and meditation is like the listening part of the phone. I love that. I've never thought about it that way, but that's what I saw. Yeah. Makes sense, right? So have a conversation, have a phone call with the divine by praying and meditating, because you're going to get some kind of clarity beyond the third dimensional illusion, distortions, right? That were veiling this truth from you. And the part you see, look, like the celebration was delayed. And you had that Four of Wands energy too, but it's like it's going to come about. Yeah, I got curious and I looked at the one that was just underneath of that, and we've got the plug. So yeah, you're meant to plug into the divine and receive this inspiration or this information that you need, because it's going to, they just showed me the heaviness of the barrel and then the lightness of the feather. It's almost giving me like, that old game that people used to play, stiff, light as a feather, stiff as a board. I don't know what, there could be a reference there in that or something, but I'm getting more like something that was heavy will become very light. They're saying, give your burdens to the divine. Oh, yeah. I'm hearing, let us shoulder your worries. So pray and meditate on it, because you're going to get that psychic support that you need, psychic protection. That stiff as a feather, light as a board thing can be like witchcraft stuff too. So if somebody has been trying to curse you or hex you or like I'm hearing slander your name, okay? So if somebody's got their name in your mouth and they're speaking poorly about you, or they're even just thinking those thoughts, like I said, that energy radiates out and it gets transmitted. It's like an unconscious telegram that comes through, even though it's not necessarily something that you hear verbatim. It's like you'll feel or sense that, and it may have been connected to your karma. Maybe this was something that you needed to learn a lesson around, or it was teaching you how to protect yourself, is what Spirit just said. Oh, okay. Okay, so it was a lesson. It was teaching you how to protect yourself psychically so that you can hold more energetic space to be able to step into your divine purpose. Yes. Okay. So it's teaching you like energetic boundaries, basically. So it's not something that's like meant to be there long term. And that's why they're saying like, you're going to be celebrating, you're going to be getting out of that. You're going to get the juice you need. Like that Ace of Wands energy is like the electrical plug going into the outlet, you know? Let's get some more cards here from the unicorn deck. So for group number 2, Easter blessings. I feel this one. You are gifted. You are very intelligent and talented, group number 2. Yes, exactly. High heart energy is to do with your gifts, your divine gifts. I was mentioning that earlier. So this is about you honoring and respecting your gifts, which I think for you guys who are drawn to group 2, if this was the reading that called to you, you are psychic, okay? You are very sensitive, very intuitive, very tapped in and tuned in and like turned on. Isn't that an Abraham Hicks phrase? I don't really watch too much of that, but that I feel like that's connected to that. So you're a manifester, you're a divine creator, you are a creative, you're probably very artistic as well because you're tapped into that imagination realm, which is a part of the psychic realm. Yes, 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 yes. Very highly intelligent. Share. You see? Share. When you share, everyone feels happy. You need to share your gifts. You need to create and like put it out there. Okay, I'm actually feeling those 2 cards, and then that'll be it from this deck. So you're meant to share your gifts. Love from your parents. No matter what, your mother and father love you as much as they can. And teamwork. Work with others to make this situation come about. So I feel like you're going to be working with spirit on this one, all right? Like that's what I'm seeing. And if any of you have parents on the other side, they're going to be helping with this as well. If your parents are physically, no, they're telling me this is a specific message about like you're the loving parent of the divine, basically like mother, father, God. You're going to be working, teaming up directly with divine. Directly, because this is how you channel your gifts. This is how you express this divine purpose. This is how you be of service to the collective. This is how you share. You're going to receive a lot of downloads, or maybe you already have, group number 2. So pay attention to around Easter time and moving into the months to come, how you are receiving these divine inspiration and prompts to do certain things at certain times. Pay attention to those things. Take action when you're called, because there is something about timing here. They're bringing me back to that message and showing me the Knight of Swords that we had earlier. So it's like there's something that it's almost like the energy that will come in around this download to share some kind of your inspiration, or an inspiration that you get will be so insistent that you almost won't be able to hold it back. Although there may be some resistance to it at a practical level. But it will be insistent, and you're being called to share it. So if you have a gift in something, if you're talented at something, this is how your divine expression needs to be sort of like put out into the world. Everyone has different gifts. Maybe you even have multiple gifts. It's like you'll know, you'll get that nudge, okay? You'll get that very sort of like they're showing me somebody shoving you in the back. It's spirits like behind you being like, go now. And they're showing me somebody hesitant to step on stage, and the divine is like in the wings with you, just off stage behind the curtain, and you're like hesitating to go out, and then spirit gives you this final push and you kind of like stumble out on stage, but then you get in the groove and you're like living your divine destiny, and you're being your authentic self, and you're in your power, and you're creating and expressing this divine energy. And they're showing me Michael Jordan now in my mind, and Michael Jordan, I'm hearing greatest of all time. And now they're playing the GOAT, greatest of all time. You're the greatest of all time, group number 2. And this is something you're very divinely gifted at in something. And you're meant to be sharing it. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Divine flow, I just heard as well. And they're showing me, again, Michael Jackson, like being, Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan. Michael Jackson was also the greatest. So yeah, it's like getting in the flow state, having a divine gift. It's like you have this innate talent, and you're meant to share it. You're the best at it, group number 2, but it's like you might have some hesitation or fear. Yeah, I just saw a blue orb in front of me. Okay, so they're definitely encouraging you to do this, like strongly encouraging you to do this, because it's aligned with your destiny. It's aligned with what you came here to do. As you share this gift, you bless other people. you heal other people. And it doesn't have to be a healing gift. It can be art or creativity, or that you make something, right? I don't know what it is for you, but you will know. And if you don't know, you're going to know soon enough, and you'll get that nudge. Yeah, look at that. Spread your creative wings and take flight with the iris. Confirmation. Just like such beautiful divine confirmation. Spirit and the divine, they speak very clearly, okay? So if you have ears to listen and eyes to see, you cannot miss this, okay? You cannot miss it, because it's obvious. Like, it will become obvious even though something was veiled to you for a while. Keep going, keep growing, be unstoppable. And I'm hearing that, what is that? Jackson Hicks or something? The song, keep shining. Always count on me. What is that song? It's from Bridesmaids. That's how I know it. Like, that's the reference. Yeah, they want you to shine your light. Basically, I think that's the message there. They want you to shine your light. Success will be found if you hold on to hope. So let hope be your beacon. And I'm also seeing that you're going to be spreading hope in the world. So you living your dream and sharing your gift and being in your divine flow state gives hope to others, because it's inspiring. Yeah. Like when you look at someone doing something that they love and are really, really good at, it is inspiring. It is inspiring. And guess what inspire is? In spirit within. So when you are inspired, it's spirit channeling through you. And when you express that, you inspire other people. It's like you wake up spirit within them. Take time to cleanse and remove negativity. Was I not getting that message before? Psychic protection. Take time to cleanse your energy. Get rid of that negativity, because there was some, like, they just gave me the word voodoo. Okay, I don't know much about that, but like, somebody was out here casting spells in your direction, group number 2, unconsciously or consciously. I just did get the word intentionally. So someone was doing this like legit intentionally. They're showing me someone with candles and a book. So this is somebody who's into witchcraft, and they were quite literally casting hexes at you, curses. Oh my God, my throat just got really tight and I wanted to cry. I want to cry. Maybe this is someone who you inadvertently hurt, or they perceived that you wronged them in some way. Or this could be the grief that I'm feeling on your behalf, like you didn't deserve this and it's not fair. Wow. You don't need to know who this person is, group number 2, to clear this energy, okay? You don't need to know what they were sending your way. You just need to understand that this was happening and that you are in control. You are powerful. If you don't let that energy in, it can have no effect on you. So you cleanse your energy, you clear it out. I'll say, okay, this is actually something I used to teach when I did soul realignment, Akashic readings. I'm an energy healer. I'm a master Reiki practitioner. So I'm very familiar with these types of things. And I've seen some shit in the astral realm and in people's auric fields, let me tell you. I've been doing this for 7 years, almost 8 years now. And when someone directs negative energy your way, the only way that it can get into your field is if on some level you have accepted it. So maybe you have some kind of unconscious guilt, shame, or wound around that energy that they're directing at you. Maybe you unconsciously fear it or believe it on some level, but there needs to be an energetic there needs to be an energetic vibrational frequency. You need to resonate on some level with that energy. Usually it happens unconsciously, but there's a resonance there. And so it will vibrate at that same frequency. That's what resonance is. It's just it vibrates at the same frequency. If you hit the G chord on a guitar and there's another guitar in the room that's tuned to that G chord, it's going to start vibrating, because that's what resonance is. So if you don't have that negative G chord, that flat or sharp note in your auric field, then that energy, when directed at you, will not cause a resonance effect. It will not take effect physically or psychically within you. So the best protection is cleansing and clearing your auric field, cleansing and clearing your soul blueprint, cleansing and clearing your mind, your emotional body. All the layers of your soul need to be squeaky clean. And they don't have to be like that all the time. It takes maintenance, right? It's an ongoing thing. But I'm seeing that this is part of the karmic lesson, is teaching you how to take care of your psychic self. Listen to the divine whispers stirring in your heart, group number 2. Listen to those divine whispers because, again, they're showing me the phone that you had. Yeah, the Spirit's calling you up. Hang loose. Spirit's calling you up and trying to help you to relax here because you've got these divine whispers in your heart. High heart from the very beginning, talking about the heart here. This is a calling I just heard. Oh yeah, phone's calling. Oh my God. I didn't even put that together. It just came out of my mouth. This is a calling, group number 2. This is your calling, and your calling is calling you. You are divinely loved and protected with grace. So again, remember that you are protected. You are the high priestess or the high priest, and you have this power within you. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Let me say it again. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Do you feel the power in my voice? Did you hear that shift? I'm channeling it through me. I can feel it. My whole body feels stimulated right now. I just went from like la 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 to really intense. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Make that your daily affirmation. Make that your prayer. And then back it up. Back it up with the clearing that you're doing. Back it up with the self-awareness, with the compassion for self and others. Back it up with your actions because that's what solidifies things in the third dimensional reality. You're going to take that psychic awareness, you're going to anchor it into the physical, and then nothing can harm you. Okay, one more and then we'll get more cards. The past is over. Let your true self step forward. Letting go of the past, because this could have been a past karmic wound, okay? That may be where that resonance came into effect. But you're going to be letting go of that past. I said one more, but we're going to do 2. Practice courage each day. Have the courage to face these things. They're telling me one more. Okay, every time I'm always like, we're just going to do one more. Spirit's like, no, you're going to go until the messages are delivered. Show appreciation and joy shall follow. I actually just got a message that you're going to be getting a lot of appreciation, group number 2. When you share your gift, people, like I said, you're going to inspire people. And that energy of positive flow puts you into your power is also what they're telling me. So by hesitating to step out on stage, maybe literally, but I'm getting like that metaphor. By hesitating to step out on stage, it's almost like you are doubting your own power and then making yourself psychically vulnerable. So by stepping out on stage, it's a statement of your power, and quite literally, it's also channeling your power through you. So you become stronger as a result of doing your divine destiny. They said doing your divine dance. Maybe it's dancing for some of you, but I'm feeling like this is you just being in your power and being able to channel that through you. And again, they're showing me Michael Jordan. Like when he was on the court and he was fully in flow, it was like magic. I was a huge Chicago Bulls fan as a kid. Set boundaries. Yeah, set boundaries well to ensure good growth. That's what confirmation of setting those psychic and energetic boundaries. That's what this whole lesson was about. Yeah. Okay, we finna do some charms now. Do. Okay, so for group number 2, Easter blessings. I almost just wanted to say Ostara. I think that's Easter, like the pagan Easter, pagan, how do you pronounce it? Whatever. Okay, so you have the yellow. Yeah, I don't know why my mind just went blank when I looked at the color. I was like, what are colors again? What is this human thing? Anyway, yellow butterfly. I feel like you're becoming more confident. I'm getting frequency and vibration being really important. So the color spectrum, the rainbow body, that's your auric field, right? Your chakra system. So do some chakra healing or clearing, group number 2. That's really going to help to protect you. Oh yeah, look at, you've got the unicorn with the rainbow hair. So yeah, confirmation of what I was just saying, and also purification. Rainbows are about purity. Childlike innocence and play is also important to expressing your divine gift. Like, it's going to be something that you find fun. That's how you get into that channeled energy. That's why it's so inspiring to yourself and others, because it's fun, it's playful. Even if you need to practice or work hard at it, it's still something that you enjoy doing. You know, like if Michael Jordan didn't enjoy playing basketball, he wouldn't have been as good as he was. So it's something you enjoy doing, and that's where the magic really kind of channels through you. Yes, she believed she could, so she did. You're believing that you can, and then you will as a result. And I just heard will as in like you will will it into being. And, oh, this is also aligned with divine will, they just said. Divine will. Dragon, power. You are a powerhouse, group number 2. They're showing me the wand being on fire. Again, the dragon breathing fire is what they're showing me in my mind. They're also showing me a knight with a torch in his hand waving the fire at the dragon. And it's like, which one are you, group number 2? Are you the knight facing off against this, like the fiery dragon, which could represent like inner demons or fears and stuff like that? Or are you the dragon, where this person who's sending negative thoughts your way is like waving a torch at you, and you're like, oh honey, I've got fire in my blood, like you can't harm me with that. And I've got like, dragon hide skin and fangs a foot long and claws and wings, and like you can't hurt me, but nice try. Something like that. Wow. You have the pina colada. If you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain. If you're not into yoga, if you have half a brain, if you like making love at midnight in the dunes of the Cape. Yeah, so sorry, sometimes when I get going on something, I kind of like, my brain just needs to like see it all the way through. Sometimes I edit that out, but I think I'll just leave that one in for fun, for shits and gigs. You guys have the pina colada, so I feel like you'll be able to relax. You're just going to feel safer, and you're going to achieve something. Right, they're reminding me that you had that 4 of Wands and the champagne in reverse, and then you also had the party emoji. So I feel like you're going to be celebrating an achievement that was a long time coming, something that you've been waiting on, but it was like these people were blocking your blessings, but that was a karmic lesson for you to face off with that and to set those boundaries and to maintain your energetic integrity. So because you've got the lotus with the Om signals, and again, you're divinely protected by the grace of God. I just really want to say that you're divinely protected by the grace of God, group number 2. So keep that in mind. They're saying you have nothing to fear. You're going to be able to kick back and relax because you're powerful and you know it. They're playing the Queen Herbie song in my head. I'm amazing, bitch, and I know it. If you think I'm all that, well, you thought right. That explains why you're dreaming about me last night. Oh, this person may have been trying to come in through your dreams, like doing astral psychic attacks. Yeah, pay attention to that too. Like if you're having nightmares at all, or if you've had nightmares in the past, this could have been that person directing negative energy your way. I've definitely been there. Like I've seen some crazy stuff in the astral realm. And it's like, sometimes I'll get pulled out of a dream, and I'll be like in that in-between state where I'm not awake, but I'm not asleep anymore. And I can see someone standing by my bed, like glaring at me. And I'm like, get the hell out of here. Like, I did not invite you in. This is not okay. I cast you out, demon. It's like sometimes just having that laughter, the ability to keep the vibration high, it doesn't feel like a joking matter in the moment, but I think if we can laugh about it, we take the power away from it, like a boggart in Harry Potter. Ridiculous. You have the moon. Yeah, the dreams. Oh yeah, that was the part of the lyrics. And you've got another one too. Yeah, so they were trying to get at you in your dreams, group number 2. But don't worry. You got this. You got this. Because you are the divine, and you're protected by the all-seeing eye. I'm seeing, evil eye protection as well. Yeah, again, psychic protection. You got it. You got it. So flaunt it. Whoa. Oh, that's so cool. The rainbow, I tried to pick it up and it like flipped out and then it landed on my shirt. Yep. And the hoodie I'm wearing today is True Original is what it says on it. It's Mickey Mouse, but it's Mick Mouse, but it's True Original. So I feel like this is you being in your originality. Again, rainbow connecting the rainbow body, the auric field, the psychic abilities, your original divine consciousness is your greatest source of protection. The source consciousness, they said. Yes, unity consciousness, that is your greatest protective source. Literally source. Oh, it takes a big heart to teach little minds. Heart chakra, divine purpose, service to others. Maybe you're a teacher. Maybe you're a teacher, group number 2. I almost just called you group 3. I haven't done that reading yet. There may be messages there if you feel called, or if you did feel called. The cat and the... I'm getting Japan really strongly from that. Okay, there could be something related to Japan or a synchronicity around Japan that will be relevant or that will make sense later, or maybe it makes sense now. And they're playing the song I'm Big in Japan in my head. What is that from? I'm big in Japan. I'm big in Japan. I feel like you're gonna be very well known for something, like expressing this divine gift, group number 2, and you're gonna blow up somewhere. Maybe it's not where you're from, but it's like you're gonna blow up somewhere and be recognized for that talent or that skill. Like I said, I feel like you're gonna be inspiring a lot of people, and you're gonna get recognition for that. That is so cool. I love that for you. You have the green star. Sparkly green star. I feel like you're going to be a star, group number 2. They were Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, all the Michaels. Maybe Archangel Michael is significant here too. Yeah, because you have a lot of divine backup, okay? Big army of angels behind you, they're showing me. Yeah, so like you don't want to mess with you, honey. Nobody want to mess with you. You got the team. The stars, the star cat. Dream bigger. Follow your dreams. Don't give up. Remain hopeful. If you are destined for something, that calling is calling you for a reason. And again, we're back at the phone. The calling is calling you for a reason. It's got your number for a reason. You're in the divine Rolodex, and God's calling you up saying, hey, honey, you got a skill. You got a talent. You need to express that. There's a reason for it. You've been chosen. You've been called up to the big leagues. You've been assigned this task, group number 2. And it's something you love, so why not, right? Yep, karmic cycles. The shell here can talk about growth. In this case, I'm seeing it as karmic growth. Okay, so the psychic stuff and the attacks, they were part of your karmic growth. So it was actually weirdly a blessing in disguise. So you can almost like, this is also a message. Spirit's saying to karmically clear this, send the person who sent you the negative vibes love. That's high heart chakra. That's source consciousness. Because not only because you can see it from this perspective of like, well, they actually did help me in that weird sort of backhanded way. They actually helped me to empower myself and to understand and to set these boundaries and to stand in my power. But also because that's, in unity consciousness, that's also you. And they may have been coming from a place of pain, obviously, right? Because why else would someone want to hurt someone else? Hurt people. And maybe they're not even somebody who's been hurt to want to hurt people. Maybe it's just that they're hurting in general. And that's why they projected that out. So really what they need is love. At the end of the day, that's what we all need. And that's what we all deserve. And I will stand by that till forever because everyone deserves love no matter what they've done. And I have had to forgive some serious atrocities in my life, like serious atrocities. And, just because I forgive those people doesn't mean I welcome them back in my life, but I send them love. Anytime they pop into my mind psychically, even if they're still trying to attack me, I send them love. Love is your greatest protection. Love is your greatest protection. That's your highest frequency, the bumblebee, your highest frequency. Bumblebees emit healing frequencies as well, just by doing what they're doing. So like by going about your business and doing what you are called to do, you are emitting this healing frequency. So bystanders, they're saying the bystander effect. Bystanders have standards, high standards, yeah. But anyway, people who are observing you and just watching from the sidelines everyone gets a bump. Everyone gets an uplift. Everyone gets a boost because your energy is high vibrational. When you are doing this divine thing, you are channeling that high vibrational energy. And so everyone gets blasted with it. It's like a shock wave that comes out from you. You can feel the power. That's why I've got the power. These references, these songs they're bringing in today, I'm just loving it. This reading is giving me life. And I feel like this is the vibe. This is the vibe, group number 2. Like, you're going to be giving people life, because that's what this divine energy is. It's life force energy that's coming straight from source. It's being channeled through you and to other people. Yep. All right. I think that's it, group number 2. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your support of my work. I hope you guys are getting lots and lots of blessings and in alignment with your divine truth. I love you guys, and we'll see you in the next reading. Bye. All right. Hi, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the golden egg, I feel like your Easter blessings are definitely going to be very abundant. The golden egg is a sign of infinite wealth and prosperity. So this could have something to do with an idea that continues to keep giving in some way. They're showing me the golden goose, like you're the golden goose, and you're able to keep creating something that's very profitable for yourself, or to replicate some kind of results that you are going to be getting around Easter. Let's find out more information. You have Temperance. This card has officially come up in every single one of these readings. So Temperance seems to be the overarching energy around this Easter blessing season for everyone drawn to these readings. Now, the number 44 could be significant as well. I just saw that on the timing. But yeah, I'm seeing like some kind of a golden period of your life. Somebody in this group may be in retirement, so it's like the golden years of your life where you can really just relax and enjoy and explore your hobbies and vacation and things like that. That's not going to be for everyone. Maybe you're actually having a prosperous idea that lets you live like that allows you to live like that. It's like retiring at any age. I don't know. Let's find out. You have the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups. Wow, 2 aces back to back like that. That's big. That's really big, group number 3. That's what I'm getting. It's Queen of Swords. This is an idea. This is something that's coming in the mind. It's an inspiration that you're going to get, something that feels really good, and it's going to create some kind of an infinite flow. That's what I get from the Ace of Cups too. You see the way the water's flowing in and out of the cup. So it's like there's something of like this sort of infinite type of energy. Infinity is significant here in some way. Infinite wealth, they keep saying. The Sun card. Oh, I love to see that. This is infinite growth and abundance. They're playing this. The sun will come out tomorrow. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow. Tomorrow. Yeah, they're singing it. They're still going in my head. Tomorrow. Tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're only a day away. Tomorrow's going to be big, group number 3. From the time that you watch this reading, the following day, like within 24 hours, something is shifting. Maybe you're getting an awareness of something, or you have this idea come in. Both of these cards talk about healing as well. And actually, these 3 cards all talk about healing. So you could be having a kind of like a healing breakthrough. 8 of Pentacles. I do feel like they're showing me the golden goose popping out those golden eggs more and more and more and more. It's like you're birthing more wealth. 8 of Pentacles is something that you are mastering. You are the golden goose, group number 3. You got the ideas, you've got the inspiration, you've got the creative flow, you've got the strength, the power, the fun, the playfulness, the ideas, the intelligence. You're healing, you're healed. Healing, healer, healed. They just said healing, healer, healed. The Lover's card. Wow. This is some big energy, some big blessings for you, group number 3. This is massive. I feel like you are going to be in that Edenic type of energy through this portal, because that's what it feels like to me. Feels like you're in an energetic portal right now. And there's something about Easter or the next 24 hours after you find or connect to this reading that is going to lead to a lot of abundance for you. A lot of things are cropping to the surface, cropping up in your mind, ideas, fruitful ideas that will continue to bear fruit. They're showing me the carrots in the ground, sticking up, ready for harvest, and the apples in the trees. So there's something about, and there's, they showed me this and they said burning bush in my head. That's a biblical thing, isn't it? The burning bush. What's that about? I don't know my Bible stuff too much, but something about Moses, maybe? Was it Moses who talked to the burning bush? Maybe he got like divine guidance or something. Maybe you're getting some kind of divine guidance on something and you implement that and then it turns into something that you can continue to replicate and create more and more from. Yeah, you're planting some seeds. No, they said the divine is planting seeds in you, and you will harvest the fruit for eons to come. Whoa. The fallow field is ready for planting, they said. Okay. All right. So God's speaking real closely in your ear, group number 3. And as I said that, I literally just got a pitch change in my left ear. And I mentioned this in, I think it was group number 1 that I had a pitch change in the same ear, left ear. The left ear is these downloads that are being made manifest or physicalized in some way. And then the right ear is the receiving of these downloads that are coming in. It's kind of like the opposite of masculine, feminine. It's because the brain cross-decussates from left and right hemisphere. But anyway, point being is that you're receiving some divinely inspired ideas. Yeah, definitely. Page of Swords, confirmation, instant manifested confirmation. And I think that's going to be part of this blessing as well. Instant manifestation. Yeah, because you're getting this divine inspiration and you're following suit. 2 of Pentacles, balancing out some, I'm hearing the word hardships. Okay, so, oh my God. They said hardships in my head, and then they said, look at the ships. And it's like wooden ships, hard ships. Oh, so funny. Humor, the humor is really the sun energy, but Spirit has a funny sense of humor. They really do. I have learned that working very closely and intimately with Spirit. They have a funny sense of humor. God has a funny sense of humor. Puns they're a special favorite of at least my, like the type of spirit that I work with, my spirit guides and my higher self. 5 of Cups. Hardships, right? Yeah, they're repeating that again. So these were the hardships: loss, lack, regret. I actually just heard the word regret. And they're saying moving on. Yeah, moving on from regrets of the past. I heard growing up as well. The Sun card can be a very young energy, very innocent. And you may have had to grow up too fast, group number 3. And for whatever reason, those hardships that you've endured in your life have actually been divinely guided catalyst to help to give you the access to these ideas and the context through which these ideas can be physically made manifest. And sometimes it can be triggering to hear everything happens for a reason, especially when there doesn't seem like there is a reason, or it was so painful and so traumatic that it's like, how could it possibly have a reason? But everything truly does have a reason. Spirit has showed me that time and time again, even when I've been angry and shaking my fist at Spirit going, why did you do this to me? Why is this happening? Everything has worked its way into the fabric of the story that I am weaving in my life. And I know that on a soul level, I have signed up for these things because even though my human self neglects or denies some of the things that have happened to me as being like something that I would have chosen, because why in the God's name would I choose to be abused or things like that? But it feels like when I connect to my higher self, when I tap into that God consciousness, I see it from this much vaster, higher perspective. And I go, okay, no, yeah, that does make sense when I can take my ego, completely out of the picture, which is not easy to do. But I'm seeing you guys doing that on some level, because the sun does also connect to the ego in the positive and the shadow sense, in the light and the dark. So there's something about an ego transformation that's happening, and you're stepping more into, I'm hearing leadership position. Yeah, Queen of Swords, you're stepping into a leadership position where they said leading the troops. Okay, guys, yeah, you're going to be leading the troops. in some kind of an effort or endeavor. You're going to be producing something, and they keep giving me the word replicate. So you're going to like replicate your success over and over and over again. And it's going to continue to, they're giving me the words scale and expand. So you're going to be able to scale. Maybe it's a business. Maybe you're scaling and expanding a creative project. Maybe you're scaling and expanding your light body. Yeah, your consciousness, all of the above. Okay, I don't know what just happened there, but it froze when I held up the Three of Swords. The camera froze and it like stopped recording, and and then it just, it like cacked out on me and I had to start it again. So there's something about this Three of Swords energy that has been paralyzing in the past, they said. So this is past energy because it is reversed. So I do sometimes read reversals as past energy, but they literally gave me the word past. So this was something that you had to deal with, the regrets of the past. They said again, okay, so you've been dealing with that on some level, and it's time to like stop the script on that, flip the script and start something new. And this does require you to allow yourself to grow outside of your comfort zone, group number 3, because if you are going to be this golden goose and you're going to lead the troops into this life of abundance and help other people to thrive, I feel as well, you have got to be willing to let go of what was. And you might be saying, well, what was horrible. So, that's easy, but it's not always. Sometimes as humans, our ego tends to attach to anything, even if it's bad. It's like the devil we know is better than the devil we don't type of thing. And so unconsciously, we tend to gravitate more towards what is known. We're kind of like hardwired for that. This one, look at that. Like I keep adjusting the 2 and it like, look at that. What? And the 2 is about balance. It's like a seesaw. So there's something, it just wants to sit like rotating like that. So there's something that's going to be coming into balance. And part of this is being able to let go of the past and move on from it to welcome in an unknown, but really beautiful future. Yeah, the Death card. Letting go, letting the past die is what they said. Yeah, letting the past die. On the bottom, you have the Magician. Whoa, okay. This is what I'm saying. Like you're going to be manifesting left, right, and center. It's going to be popping off is what I just heard. It's like popping off. So something in the next 24 hours is catalyzing this massive growth for you, group number 3. And you're going to see this being replicated and expanding over and over and over again. You are the powerful creator of your reality, group number 3. And Spirit wants you to know this so you can fully step into your power and live the abundant life, the healthy, whatever that means for you, healthy life that you deserve is what they're telling me. Healthy and abundant. Okay, so let's get more cards. We're going to do the Synchronicities Oracle next. Then we'll get the Unicorn Oracle, some Flower Blossom cards, and charms as well. So next we're going to go in with the Synchronicities Oracle. This is my first ever self-published deck. It's not published yet. It's available for pre-order through my website. The link is below. Okay, you have the game pieces in reverse. They're telling me the game is set. And they're saying game, set, match in my head. So something, and they're showing me multiple players involved in this. Many people may want to benefit off of your golden goose-ness. Group number 3, you could be approached by many people who want to work with you or who are admiring your work from afar or within. I'm seeing somebody in like a business, like in like an office building. Okay, they're showing me that somebody in an office building and the colleagues, there's like everybody's kind of like popping their heads up in the cubicles to look around and see who's getting accommodated or who's getting some kind of like success. But they were talking from the beginning about retirement. So this could be retiring successfully from an office environment. Spirit will often speak in metaphor, but sometimes they will channel through direct information that applies literally. So just take it as it resonates. You have the handout. Okay, so I do feel like people are going to be wanting things from you, group number 3, because you have the golden touch or you have the Yeah, they just keep saying you're the golden goose. So people are like, hey, what can you give me? Or I want a golden egg, something like that. So you have something that other people want. That's the Eight of Pentacles energy. You've honed and refined something, you've mastered something, and you're able to replicate that time and time again. People either want to buy that, or they want you to give things to them, or you're going to be receiving. Also, the handout could be that you're receiving some kind of support, possibly admiration or resources from a group of people. The game is set. They said that again. The game is set. Vitamins, supplements. Okay, so you may be receiving supplemental income in some way, or I'm hearing monetization. Yeah, you're going to be monetizing something, and it's got this golden goose effect, and it's supplementing your income. If you're retired, it's like you're having more of an income, and then you're more free to, do what you want to do, explore and expand. But if you're still working, if you are an entrepreneur, if you work for a company, I mean, anything really, but I'm seeing supplementation of the income being brought in because people want what you have. All right, you have the shoelaces. Something's taking off, okay? Because the shoelaces remind me of like lacing up your shoes so you can run. So something is taking off here because I'm actually seeing clairvoyantly in my mind a runner. It's like somebody going out for a jog. This could be literal too, but I'm seeing somebody going out for a jog. A windbreaker and like these little sort of like windbreaker shorts. That's funny. And a sweatband. But this could be metaphor for, again, it's like you've been in training for something. That's also the Eight of Pentacles energy. It's like you've been in training for something. I almost said Eight of Wands. We didn't get that from the tarot, but I'm seeing it and I almost said it. And that's fast moving energy. Things happening quickly, things unfolding, things you've set in motion, having or taking effect. Yeah, so there's fast movement here. You have the golden lotus with the Om symbol. I'm hearing spiritual progress. That's the phrase they just gave me, spiritual progress. You have the prism, light refraction, and the colors here too, rainbow energy, rainbow body. I feel like, there's a little hair in there. Let me get that out of there. Kitty comes in my office and her and I both shed a lot. So, you're shedding the past, right? Yeah, shedding. You're shedding the past and clarifying your intention. I just got that from the prism as well, clarifying your intention. I also see that an idea that you have, okay, like the white light that comes into the prism, it holds all the colors inside of it. And when it comes through the prism, it gets refracted into these different spectrums of light frequency. And what I'm taking from this is that you have an idea that is going to be widely, I'm getting the word adopted, widely adopted or applicable to many groups of people. It's like one idea that serves all of these different people, all of these different color spectrums, all of these different frequencies. Wow. Okay. The infinity sign. Oh my God. Okay. When I was saying infinity earlier, they had me repeat that so many times. I saw this card in my mind and I had a feeling it was going to come out. Here it is. Oh my God. I just love it. So you guys have, again, you're connecting to this like infinite energy, infinity, the candle flame. The flame is lit. This idea is lit. Yeah, it's like light. There's something about light. The light coming in, the light that you cast, something light. Yeah, the halo. This is a divinely inspired idea. Definitely. Divinely inspired idea, and it's infinite. It's the circle. So I'm hearing strap in because something is about to expand. I'm feeling like something is gaining momentum. You have the snake. We did have that Edenic energy. The snake in the Garden of Eden, that could be a significant symbol to understand group number 3. I don't know what that is in context here, but it's like the halo. So doing things in alignment. If something takes off for you, or if you have this idea, or maybe it's about traveling or something, that could be like visiting different cultures, multiculturalism, Maybe you're helping to supplement other people's income. I'm not sure, but there's something about doing things in the right way for the right reasons, because the halo makes me think of alignment and integrity. And the halo, this is like the crown chakra. That's where the light comes in. That's where the white light, and then it goes through the body and gets fractalized into the different chakra spectrums. Like literally, we are the prism. The divine is the white light, and as it comes into us, it gets fractalized off into those different spectrums of energy and embodiment. So I'm seeing doing something in alignment, and that being very protective against any kind of spiritual infiltration or distortion. Now, the other message I'm getting from the snake may have to do with energy activation, like Kundalini energy, and being able to elevate the consciousness, because raising your frequency helps you to tune into these gifts or these ideas or these divine downloads that are coming in to help the collective, is actually what I wasn't even going to say that, but it just came out. Like, again, I'm channeling, so it just came out to help the collective. You're helping a lot of different people. Yeah, they've got their hands out. Help me. I need supplementation. I need this information, this food, this idea, this thing, whatever it is. And it's like, you've been training for this. So that's what you're here to do. You have the wedding cake. Scaling. This always makes me think of scaling and tiers, because it's like different tiers. So you're building upon your success. I do feel like I want to get one more. The skull. We had the death card in your tarot. So I do feel like you have to let the past die away so that you can rebuild, so that you can create something out of this. You may even, I keep getting this like retirement energy. I don't know why. Are people in this group, are you older? What is this about? I don't know. It may be metaphor, but they're showing me people in retirement homes. And they're saying knocking at death's door. So maybe you're helping people in hospice, or maybe you're helping people in retirement homes, or you work with elderly people, or if you are older, don't worry. It doesn't mean that you're at death's door. It just means that there's something more that you have to do here before you reach that point. And you're being called, divinely inspired to do that. Yeah. They're telling me ego death again. Yeah, that's right. We were talking about that with your tarot cards, the sun, the ego. So there's something about an ego death, not like a death, but it's like an ego transformation, because that's what death really is transformation, because you're going from one state of consciousness to the next. So maybe it's like, as you scale in these tiers in your business, in your work, in your life, whatever it is, you're building on the tier that came before it, but you're leaving that tier behind, because, they just said tier, T-E-I-R, and then tier, T-E-A-R, and they showed me the 5 of Cups in my mind, and that's crying, lamenting, grieving, regretting. So, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. See, they speak in coding, and like it's riddles and puzzles and symbols and stuff, and it's my job as the reader to take what they're giving me and interpret it, and hopefully interpret it accurately. But what I'm getting from this is that you don't want to regret not doing this thing before. Like, if you, let's say hypothetically, you're on death's door, you're in your deathbed, and you're looking back at your life, you don't want to regret not doing this thing, especially if it would serve a large group of people and it would create abundance for you. It's a win-win situation. And as you guys know, if you're new to the channel, maybe you don't know, but I always say win-win is alignment. And they were talking about alignment here. So when we do something that benefits us and it benefits others, that's a win-win. That means it's spiritually aligned. So everybody is successful from that. Everybody gets something out of it. And if it's a win-win-win, that's even better. Like, you win, they win, the whole world wins. So there's something here about not regretting something because you didn't do it. It's like, I think you're being called up to do something here, group number 3. That's really what it feels like. Let's get more information. We're going to go in with the Unicorn Oracle. Then we'll get Flower Blossoms and Charms. What is this? Thankful. Okay, yeah, think about the people and things that you feel grateful for. I feel like this is energy of reminiscing and looking at all of the things in your life that you're thankful for. They keep giving me like this future energy of like when you're on your deathbed and you're looking back at your life, you're going to be thankful that you did this. You're going to be thankful that you took this leap of faith, or that you put yourself out there in this way, or that you took the initiative to do something that you were called to do. I'm just getting this deep sense of profound gratitude and a sense of fulfillment. Yeah, it feels like fulfillment. And they're showing me the Ace of Cups, being that water being filled infinitely. So this is big. This is really, really big for your life and for your soul's progression. The changes that you're going through are positive. That's the transformation energy of the Death card and the Skull card. This is the change that's taking place. And they're saying, don't fight the change because the pieces are all in place and you're meant to be doing this. There's blessings of abundance as you foray through this portal, group number 3. That's what I just heard. Letting go of the past. They keep saying that, but also being thankful for what has come before. Teamwork. Work with others to make this situation come about. Now, the player piece is where is it? This card can talk about teamwork because you see all of the different people here, all the different players. So this may be a group effort. And I do feel like people want to work with you. And they were showing us, right, like all of the people in the business. So you may be running a team, or you may be working with a team or in a team environment, and it's like everybody is working together towards this common goal. And I feel like it's about changing the world. I don't know why I'm getting that message. Finish what you've started. You've started something important, and now it's time to complete it. You know, the Death card can also talk about completion. Wow. Believe in yourself. See yourself doing well, and you will. Believe in yourself, group number 3. This is so important. It is crucial. Being able to change the world starts one person at a time. We have to change ourselves and embody that change to see that change externally. We're all connected to the collective too, psychically, energetically. In that unity consciousness, we're all connected. So if you change your situation, your approach to life, your way of living is what it feels like, that is going to have a ripple effect, a very positive one at that. And you will be thankful that I keep feeling leap of faith energy to finish what you've started, to put in the effort, the physical effort, because they're showing me that 8 of Pentacles again. So that physical effort to fulfill this mission or this quest or this goal or this lifetime achievement. And they're actually saying lifetime achievement award in my head. So I feel like at the end of your life, you're going to be so satisfied and fulfilled with what you were able to accomplish. And you will feel like you truly achieved something, and not just from the human ego perspective, but from the soul perspective. You will feel satisfied with the growth that you were able to accomplish in this lifetime, and with the positive change that you had, or that you implemented, is what they said. You're implementing positive change. And there's many people who are involved in this. I'm seeing a huge community. They're telling me community building is important for you, group number 3. So work with people, connect, network, find like minds, like hearts, like souls who are on this mission with you, who have this same intention, awareness, or motivation to work towards something, and get together, band together. Strength in numbers is what they're telling me, strength in numbers. So teamwork is very, very important here for you. Yeah, they said teamwork makes the dream work. Yes, it does. So choose your friends wisely, group number 3, and call them in if they're not already there. And you'll see this change unfold through the connections that you have with others, through the love that you're able to share. And you'll be able to finish something that you started with the support that you're going to receive. Let's get some flower cards. This feels really big. All of these readings felt really big, but I'm definitely getting this from your reading, group 3. Snowdrop, tomorrow brings the illumination of your hopes. Tomorrow brings the illumination of your hopes. Was it in this reading that they were singing tomorrow? And we were talking about the next 24 hours. Holy crap, tomorrow is really big for you, group number 3. Okay. What pleases us most shapes us. I feel like you're going to be... Okay, the reference that's coming up right now in my mind. I watched Iron Man yesterday, and Tony Stark is leaving out of some kind of court proceeding, and he's saying, I'm gonna save the world. I'm the protector of the people because that's what pleases me. He makes a joke and he goes, and if there's one thing that's sure is that I can be counted upon to please myself or something like that. So this feels like what you're meant to be doing is like protecting the people or serving the people in some way. And it doesn't mean you have to be a superhero. It just means that you have to be willing to let go of any egoic attachment to what you can or can't accomplish and simply come from the heart. Simply come from this sort of like higher justice, or what you're wanting to do and how you're wanting to create a new world that's more Edenic, that's more of an oasis, that's safer for the collective to exist within. That's what it feels like. Listen with care, speak with kindness. Yeah, I feel like you are very empathetic people in this group, number 3. I feel like you listen with care. You're able to hold space for others in their darkest moments is what I'm hearing. Wow. I'm getting like grief counseling energy. They're showing me somebody sitting beside the bed of someone in a hospice situation. This may have been something you've literally experienced in life, or maybe you do this for work. I'm not sure. It could just be metaphor, but I'm feeling like you're very compassionate. And this is what drives you. And so let that compassion be that guiding force that carries you forward into this golden timeline or golden reality that you're creating that is going to significantly change the world for yourself and others. The sun shines brighter when you are here. And you did have the sun card. So an ego death, not a literal death, okay? You are meant to be here. You are meant to be on this planet. If you have been through some really painful things in life, I know sometimes when the times are the darkest is when we just want out, we just don't want to be here anymore, but you're meant to be here, group number 3. You're really meant to be here. And the word narcissist is really standing out to me. And since I watched Iron Man yesterday, there's a scene in the movie that he's like receiving the assessment and they're like, diagnosable narcissist, and he's like, well, yeah. So, but there's something about like, you may have had really hard times with narcissistic people, especially if you're an empath or you're empathic or compassionate in that way and you lack boundaries. There can be like this energy dynamic where the unboundaried empath will attract narcissists because it's like moths to a flame, oh, you did have the flame, moths to a flame. Maybe something that you're creating or healing the people. I heard you're going to heal the people, teaching people how to protect themselves from narcissists perhaps, or how to recover from narcissistic abuse. I did say abuse earlier, and that was actually what I went through, narcissistic abuse from many different people. I just kept attracting them. Again, it was like moths to a flame because I lacked boundaries. I was too compassionate for my own good. I didn't know how to say no and how to discern what people's motivations were, because I thought that everyone was coming from the same wavelength that I was on, of just being like genuine and authentic and caring. And it just was not the case. And I got duped time and time again. And so I'm seeing this may be something that you've gone through as well, group number 3. And your recovery process is going to be something you can monetize. That literally just channeled right out of my mouth. Your recovery process is going to be something you can monetize. You can teach people how not to do that. The sensitive souls that are here on this earth, you can save them so much pain and suffering because you can teach them how not to do that. How not to do what you did in the beginning, how not to get hurt like that. But it may feel vulnerable for you to do that, right? Opening up about the things that caused us pain can be painful in and of itself, but I think that's where the ego needs to be kind of taken out of it and stepped down or stepped aside so that your higher self and your soul can do this work. They said, do God's work. Yeah, everlasting success is assured if you remain honest and true. What was I saying? Alignment, the halo, the snake. If you stay honest and true, stick to your guns, don't compromise your principles, make sure you're doing everything with integrity so that when you look back on your deathbed, you're proud of yourself. Truly, and that you made an actual difference, because the energy of the action comes from the intention of why we're doing something. And that is what can create the biggest positive or negative change, depending on whether something is aligned. So I'm seeing, again, everlasting. They're showing me an everlasting gobstopper in my mind, like Willy Wonka. Yeah, like you're creating something that's the golden goose. Wasn't there a golden goose in Willy Wonka? I know it's Jack and the Beanstalk, but wasn't there like a golden egg in Willy Wonka too? Or am I just imagining that? Anyway, everlasting is infinity. So again, there's infinite success here, and it is assured when you stay in integrity. Always remain true to your intentions, just more confirmation. Literally was just saying that. You see how clear Spirit channels these messages. It's palpable. So you can't make this shit up. And this is important. Like, don't make shit up. Don't fake it. Don't come from misalignment. Don't step out of your truth. Group number 3, the highest service to humanity that you can do is to operate from alignment, to operate from your authenticity, to speak your truth into existence. Frisia, this will all be worthwhile. It will all be worthwhile. Like, from the beginning, I was getting this message of like, you've been through some shit, group number 3, and it has been testing. I'm hearing trials and tribulations, suffering, but it will all make sense, because you're going to look back and you're going to see how you helped other people to heal from what you went through, or to prevent themselves from succumbing to that kind of abuse or something like that, or some kind of, maybe it's health and healing. I'm not sure, but it's all going to be worthwhile. Play, laugh, and find joy. That's sun card energy too. Innocence, staying in your innocence, baby's breath. Yeah. Like a child. Yes. Like a child. And they're playing like a virgin in my head. Like a virgin, touched for the very first time. Maybe okay. Maybe you're helping people recover from childhood wounds and helping them to find joy again, or reconnect to their inner child, heal their inner child. Forget me not, healing memories from the past, helping people to heal and release regrets. I'm seeing energy healing as well. Like, maybe you're doing energy healing, or maybe it's because whatever you do, even if it's just talking to someone or teaching them, you're still doing energy healing unconsciously. Just your presence is healing, group number 3. Cornflower, learn from friendships old and new. Yeah, work with people. Oh, you are truly beautiful on the inside and out on the bottom of the deck. And I just got full body shivers. So I feel like some of you here in group 3 need to know that you're beautiful, that you are this golden egg and the golden goose. Like, you are so precious in this world. Please know that. You need to be here. You deserve to be here. And may your blessings be something very tangible that you can experience while you're here, so that you don't always have to live in any kind of suffering, that you truly can enjoy your life here and help other people to do the same. Okay, so now we're going to get charms to close out your reading. All right, so for group number 3, what other messages around Easter are they needing to know? Look, the first thing I see is the baby outfit. So there's something about like childhood or babies, or it's like life and death. Like, babies are these beings that are being born, and then we had the skull and the death card, which is like, and they were showing me a lot of stuff to do with old age. So it's like this life cycle or lifespan, the new and the old, the innocence and the wisdom. It's like there's this duality or polarity that you're maybe exploring or working with. You have the purple butterfly. I think that's purple. I'm colorblind. Well, a little bit colorblind. You've got the butterfly. Again, 2 butterflies. So I'm seeing teamwork again here. Yeah, working with people. People of different colors, yeah, because that was that same message as the game pieces. Like, maybe this is racially, you're working with different people from different walks of life. It doesn't have to be race. It can just be that they have different beliefs as you, but you have a common goal, or different skill sets than you, but you have a common goal. So it's like working with these people and nurturing the growth of whatever it is that you are looking to create. You have the little seashell, little clamshell. I heard open up. Okay, I'll put it upright so that it's open like that. Open up and seek this value. Oh, you have 2 more of these too. Value, 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 infinite wealth and prosperity. And you create this. You create this, group number 3. You're going to be creating it, and people are going to want it. They're showing me that handout again. Like, people are like, I want that. I want what you're selling, or I want what you're offering, or something. Never, never give up. Never, never give up, group number 3. I'm feeling someone who was drawn to this group, at least one person here, has had ideas or thoughts in the past about taking themselves out. You know what I'm talking about. All right? For that person, because I feel you here, you are loved. You belong here. You are loved. You deserve to live. You deserve to live a good life. You are not a bad person. You have been hurt and you deserve healing. And it's okay to have hard times. Just never give up. Never give up. You're here for a reason. God loves you. I love you. You're going to be so loved by so many people. You are so loved by so many people. So please stay. Please don't go. Oof, yeah. Sorry, I felt it. I was channeling that through. Someone who is or will be drawn to this reading has had that thought. Okay? Yeah, so I kind of had to put that in there because I feel it. All right, we've got the sun. And if it doesn't apply to you, it's just not for you. These are general readings. But the sun, again, you see the messages keep coming through. Health, healing, consciousness. I'm hearing liberation from suffering. Yes, liberation from suffering. Catalyzed growth, I'm feeling. Standing tall, yoga could also be significant. Doing yoga to recover, I just heard. If this is like physical health issues, there's something about physical healing they're giving me now as well. Physical healing through possibly yoga. They said yoga will reduce suffering. What? Oh, and they're showing me how, when you go to a yoga class, I've been to a few in my life, not that many, but when you go to a yoga class, there's people from all walks of life. Different genders, different races. Everybody comes together because they want to do this thing that is healing, and it slows you down and gets you in your body, and it's good for your body, and it connects you with spirit. It's almost like a meditative thing, and it's this idea that we can all come together to do things that better us. That's what I'm feeling from that very strongly. You have the crown, the black crown. That feels significant to me. I heard purging. The word purging is coming out. So that's part of that death process, I feel like. Being able to purge out some of the distortions from, the mind. They're saying the mind. And you have the purple heart. I feel like you are a veteran, group number 3, maybe literally, who knows, but I'm definitely a veteran of this world. Like, this is a battleground sometimes. Earth can be a battleground. The 3D realm is harsh. And especially as a highly sensitive light being, it can be very painful, very painful. And I feel like you've earned your purple heart. What are purple hearts for? I know it's something connected to veterans, but isn't it like you've saved some people, or it was like an act of heroism or something like that? So you're a hero, group number 3. And guess what? The heroes are the ones who are tested the most, because their character development really hinges on the trials and tribulations that they go through. So please never give up. Know that you are the hero of this story, and you are meant to fulfill this mission in this lifetime. It's not like a mission that you have to do. It's not like you're, indentured slave or anything like that. It's something that your soul is capable of, and you can accomplish it. Only you can do it, the way that you want to do it. I've got another butterfly, or you've got another butterfly. So again, work with people to make this situation come about. That's actually a reference to a card in another deck, but that's what just came through. So make this situation come about by working with people of like mind. And again, you've got confirmation of that because you have the 2 matching. There's different colors of starfish in the charm bag, and these are the same color. So yeah, it's like you're going to be working with people, light people, light frequency. You might look different on the outside, but you're the same on the inside. You're energetically a match. You see, matching. Didn't you have the Lover's card? Yeah, you did. So it's like this twin energy. Gemini could be significant, or just this energy of like seeing people who are different, or from different walks of life, or different faiths, different experiences, really come together and connect. I'm also getting regeneration. Starfish can regenerate. So if there's physical healing or illness or issues here, you can regenerate. And they're showing me the brain clairvoyantly in my mind. So if there has been mental issues, the brain is really really powerful when it comes to regeneration. Neuroplasticity is actually, I would say underestimated. Like we don't have the science yet fully to completely understand or comprehend the power of the brain and the body when it's fully activated and when it's worked with more intentionally. But there is some research on it so far. The Brain That Heals Itself is a book that I would recommend, or what's the one? The Plastic Brain. Like looking into neuroscience and neuroplasticity is one of my hobbies. So I definitely would recommend checking those things out if you feel called. There may be keys of information in that. Keys. Heal yourself, heal the world, they just said. Yeah, it's kind of like this whole message, right? You heal yourself, you heal the world. They're playing the song Man in the Mirror in my head by Michael Jackson. And he does, yeah, in that song, he talks about changing. It's like, if you want to change the world, look in the mirror, change yourself. Because you're collectively connected. So everything you do for yourself, you do for the whole. If you hurt yourself, you're hurting us all. If you love yourself, you're loving us all. You're healing us all. That's why I am such an advocate for healing and love and self-love and healthy boundaries, because that's what protects us, from getting harmed or hurt. So, I feel that so strongly. You've got the cat. I'm hearing protection. Protection. Black cats might be a symbol that for some people, they see black cats as bad luck, but I see black cats as good luck and protection, because black is a protective color. And, they just interrupted my train of thought, and they showed me black cats in shelters. Maybe you're rescuing cats or working for animal shelters or something like that. But just archetypally, it's kind of like rescuing, helping people, not needing to rescue from that like distorted victim-victor type of energy, or hero-savior, the distorted kind, but like having this genuine intention of, I want to be of service, I want to help, I don't want people to suffer, or any living being to suffer. You know that black cats are the least likely to get adopted because of that stigma around the superstition. So let's change that, it doesn't matter. Again, I think there's something about race here, because we're really focusing a lot on like colors. So, but anyway, there's something about looking below the surface, because the physical doesn't matter. It's just a housing for the soul. What matters is love. That's all that matters at the end of the day, in my opinion. And we have the bow. And I'm hearing blessings, surprise, and they're showing me the baby. Maybe this is raising a child. Maybe this is giving birth. Maybe this is becoming a parent. Maybe this is healing your relationship to your inner child and unlocking all of this wealth. They're giving me the word inheritance. Could be literal, could be spiritual. Like you're spiritually inheriting this divine wealth by healing yourself. But it's going to be like a present or a gift. I mean, this is a blessings reading, right? So, yeah. All right, group number 3, that is what I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed the reading and that it served your soul in its evolutionary growth into this infinite success. I love you guys. May you be blessed for your greatest and highest good, and we'll see you in the next reading.